Hey guys, welcome to the Tiro Sports International ID World Cup Daily Review. What a mouthful, but a really exciting one. I'm delighted to have with me Shayla, who is from Vassar College and was coaching USA, and also Maddie from Dartmouth College, who was coaching Europe. Guys, thanks so much for joining me, particularly you, Maddie. I know that this is only your second interview in your entire career.
Yes, it is. Yeah, no, I'm excited to be here and interview and see how this goes.
All right, you're a really bad liar, Maddie, but we'll get the truth about you. But anyway, Shayla, I'll start with you. What have you made of this first day of World Cup action?
Yeah, I think, for my squad, it was just about getting to know each other. I put them in some uncomfortable positions, playing in a formation second half that they didn't like, weren't used to. But I wanted to get them in a different shape and see what it looked like and just kind of get them being creative, doing some different things. And I think it went well for us.
Maddie, what's some techniques that you used yesterday in training to help get them up to speed? Because it's such a quick transition to the games.
Yeah, we did a bunch of icebreakers so the team felt comfortable with each other, and we came up with some nicknames which I think was fun and a fun environment. Then we did a shooting drill and challenged the goalie versus the rest of the team and see how many goals they could score in 3 minutes and just kind of creating that fun environment for them and competitive from the jump.
Shayla, what did you make of the level across the board?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I know the girls felt challenged. They felt like they were being pressed in all areas of the field, and that's really what you want when you come to something like this. They seem to really want that. So I think they felt like that competition was high. They were being asked to really be on the front foot, which was awesome.
Maddie, how important from the recruitment standpoint is it just having so many players from different corners of the world in one place and then college coaches able to come and see them?
Yeah, I just think the more exposure, the better for any student athlete at any point in their recruiting process, and I think that speaks from D1 to D3 and AI. That's across the board. The more you're in front of coaches, the better, and interacting, the better as well.
And this is a question for both of you. It's a very broad one, but as a coach, what do you look for in a player that you're recruiting?
I would say first for me is decision making, and not just in terms of am I making the right decision, but am I making the right decision for me? If I know that I'm faster than the player I'm matched up against, or I know that I'm really strong on a wing position, am I putting myself in the positions that are going to have me on my strengths and put my opponent at a disadvantage? So that decision making for me is huge, and it's probably the primary thing I look for in any athlete.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I'll just say, building off that, finding your teammates' strengths as well, and building the player profiles of your team around you, and even in an environment like this, just getting to know names, it can be a challenge. So it's something that I'm proud of my team to really put time into learning names and yeah, just connecting passes and doing stuff like that. But it's been good.
So it's interesting, both your guys' answer, because it really suggests a lot of what you're looking for is mentality and the game intelligence. Would you rather have a player supremely talented but maybe isn't able to do that, or a player who perhaps technically, physically a little bit more ordinary but really can fit into a system?
I think it's a give and take. Sometimes it depends on what you already have on your team, what you need to add to it. But for me, the intelligence is huge. We are not, we're a Division III school. We're not going to get the most athletic kids sometimes. So we are really looking to play the game, and we want kids who can really see the game, understand who they are as an athlete. Who am I as an athlete? How does that fit this system? For me, that's really paramount.
Yeah, I just think it's different for each kid. It could be something that, they hit a couple of our boxes and don't hit others, and that's made up in a different area of the class, or somewhere, we would just work a little bit harder in that preseason or in that training. Culture is a big thing. Who you are on and off the field is a big thing. Athleticism, game intelligence, and that's all, indicative of who they're going to be and how they impact, any program that they jump onto.
And before you even start going out there recruiting, are you looking at the squad that you already have, to your point, Shayla, and pretty much seeing, okay, maybe whatever, I've got a really solid defence and I've got a playmaker, I need whatever, a number 6. Are you kind of always bearing it in mind, given what a future need will be, a future hole in the squad?
Yeah, I think that's always a consideration as we're usually essentially 2 classes out, right? So we got to think okay, we're graduating this many defense-minded players, or we're graduating a lot of our speed, or we're graduating a lot of our technical ability. We need to replace that one, but then also inside the functional group, if I'm looking at attackers, is there something that we're missing in the attacking group as a whole? Is there something that we could have used last season that we don't have? Can I find that in a player that I'm looking at? You're always trying to put the pieces together. Rarely is every player on your team going to have all those pieces, so we really got to find ways to be different, be creative. I don't need 11 of the same player. If something's not working, I need to be able to replace it with something different that maybe will work in a game situation.
Maddie, what comes to mind a little bit is the documentaries that started coming out about soccer teams, all or nothing and stuff. You see the transfer window, they've got their boards up and there's all the drama. Is there any inside scoops you can give on college recruitment? Would you say it's more stressful than professional transfer windows?
I don't know too much about professional transfer windows, but I feel like the statistics making it onto any sort of collegiate team is a feat in and of itself, and anyone should be proud of that, or even attempting to walk on or attempting to try out. Like, it takes bravery to do that, and so I applaud anyone who's seeking out the college athletics process, any sport, any team, any level.
Well, guys, I really appreciate this. I think it's really useful for everyone back home. Last question. Maddie, how much have you enjoyed this interview? And is this now going to be start your media career? Because I know you're a little bit apprehensive before, but now at the end, how do you feel out of 10?
I'm at 20, honestly. I'm going to look for a part-time and see my media opportunities. All right. For sure.
You recruit the players, and I will talk later about me recruiting you, all right?
For sure,
all right.
for sure.
Thank you very much, Maddie and Shayla. Appreciate it, and we'll see you out in the field tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.